Hello, hello, and welcome back to Reverend Pete's House of Perpetual Bliss. I will be your designated clergyman today as we investigate the mysteries of the Church of XCOM, War of the Chosen. Yeah, you guys thought I was kidding at the end of the last episode, didn't you, when I talked about the whole Marion thing? Nope, not kidding. I am legitimately and legally an ordained minister and currently licensed to perform marriages in, I think, not one, but possibly 2 states. I don't recall for certain. My Minnesota license may have expired. I don't remember how long it was good for, and I only got licensed there so I could perform my cousin's wedding ceremony, which was like a couple years ago now. But I know for certain that my license in my home state is still good, so yeah, me, Perfidious Pete. Little old ordained minister, recognized and officially designated by the man as a holy man. This opportunity gives, you know, that one we may do. I'm going to say not now, but we do need a guerrilla op because there was one dark event we still wanted to thwart. I am a holy man. I mean, I should go and exorcise that place of its demons. I really should. Little known fact, in addition to marriages, I also perform exorcisms, I conduct spiritual cleansings, I provide marriage counseling services, because that's something you'd want to invest in. And for an extra $50, I'll do the windows. It's one-stop, non-denominational shopping here at the Church of Perpetual Bliss. I'm telling you, we're a full-service industry. One day till our tech finishes. I don't remember, what were we working on prior to that? We were actually getting ready, I think, to go hit the operation for the gate crasher here. Did you just say gate crasher? No, it's the one where we go get the shadow gate. We need it for one. Do we have a team that can handle it, though? Chrysalids abound on that mission. So we need one day before we really have a fairly top-notch team. We could go with Keanu. We could go with the team of full colonels. Yeah, you know what? That's a worthwhile investment. Let's do that. Here's what we go. We go in. We're going to kill. We need to kill like one day. I don't care about a destroyed convoy. We have more supplies than we'll ever use. Power fluctuations give us intel, which actually we could use at this point. Or we could go do gang warfare. This signal jamming is really jamming us up. Black market we already visited. Let's go make contact with West Africa. We'll finish that up. It opens an additional safety valve for us, although not that we really need it at this point. Opens an additional safety valve. Oh shit, I forgot the UFO is still right. We should probably go elsewhere.
It is just as I had hoped, Commander.
Reinforced heavy armor is complete. That's fantastic. Storm gun research is inspired. We could get that done in 4 days. I'm tempted to just research whatever is inspired at this point, simply so that we can maybe continue to chain in inspirations. We're never going to build storm guns. It only costs us 10 alloys to research, though, so it's the fastest thing on the list. Let's just get it out of the way. We could do, like, the Berserker autopsies and the Alien Ruler autopsies, but those hold literally 0 benefit for us. Our team can't wear the armors we might get from those, and likewise, I don't know why we're doing the Chosen hunting necessarily either. We can't use their weapons. High alert. This is actually the one I wanted to thwart that we didn't get an opportunity to thwart. I don't know if it will affect Reapers, but High Alert is actually a pretty straight-up shitbox dark event. It's not the worst in the game. I still think the worst dark event in the game is going to be Undying Loyalty, the one where everything you kill has a chance to come back as a zombie. That event blows. High Alert, though, it's probably top 5 awful. So 5 days till the Wiffle Ball and Woody Harrelson have finalized their bond. I mean, I know they're just renewing their vows, but still. As a licensed minister here, performed, you know, ready to perform such ceremonies at the drop of a hat, by the way. I feel that just because they're reaffirming vows that they've already taken doesn't mean that the situation warrants any lesser gravitas. I mean, it's just as important as the first time. You know, not in the eyes of the law or probably any of the people who are annoyed by attending, which, by the way, if you're doing one of those ceremonies where you renew your vows, you're thinking about, you know what, don't do it. Nobody wants to come watch you get married to somebody you're already married to a second at a time. It's just irritating for us. We got to get dressed up. Got to probably travel somewhere to go to your stupid event on a weekend. It's going to be expensive. We got to buy gas to get there. And the only thing we get out of it is technically like a free meal. But even that free meal isn't free because we probably got to buy a gift. Or at a minimum, like bringing a bottle of wine or something. Don't burden us with that. You want to renew your vows in like any kind of meaningful capacity? Just like, you know, Get up in the morning and go to the jewelry store and buy your significant other an expensive piece. That's as big a renewal as anything else. Plus, at the end of the day there, rather than all the money you wasted on that ceremony, at the end of the day, with you giving somebody actual jewelry, you still have something of value for your money. You didn't just piss it down the toilet. Weddings are expensive and stupid. Justice of the peace. That's the Perfidious Pete method. Pete, but you're an ordained minister. How are you going to get a cut of that if everybody gets married at the Justice of the Peace? You know what? You bring up a good point. Ignore everything I've said up to this point. Have an extravagant and lavish recommitment ceremony, and hire me, Perfidious Pete, to oversee the endeavor. Rihanna, you need a better gun. What can we do? Is Rihanna... Rihanna, I can't ever remember. Do you have both needle and shredder, do you not? Let's take a look. Come on, scroll. Yes, banish, annihilate. There's shredder. But does she have needle? Shredder and needle. Fantastic. Rihanna, then, we want to get her a superior expanded magazine and something... This'll do. Repeater, superior expanded magazine. We ditch this frag grenade, give her AP round. She's going to do full damage, or mostly full damage, against any armored target, while simultaneously ditching its armor. That's extraordinarily useful for us. Keanu and Stephanie, they went on our last mission here, so Lady Gaga and Neo are already sorted. What else we got here? We should probably give Miley Cyrus our execution weapon. Superior expanded magazine, superior repeater. Works for me. Miley Cyrus is farming for those straight-up gangland style executions. Jason Mewes, you're afraid of Archons, but there should not be Archons on this mission. We really got to get rid of that negative trait. I mean, he's had it forever, and I keep just forgetting to do it. A scope and a superior repeater. Well, it's not great, but it's better than nothing. Kevin Smith, you have tactical rigging? You do not. So we definitely got to change one thing then, and that is somebody on this mission has to be toting a med kit, because there are going to be chrysalids. Somebody's going to get hit by chrysalid poison at some point when it's not what I wanted to do. At some point, somebody's going to take some chrysalid poison from one of those burrowing bastards, and we got to be ready to neutralize it. In fact, with chrysalids on the scene, I'm tempted. I'm beyond tempted, actually. We're going to do this mission, but before we do it, let's be smart about it.
I'm not sure it will do you any
I want to go down to engineering.
It's certainly not going to scare me off.
I would think the times that we have faced you and just exploded you would probably be the things that turns you off from the mission there, El Huntador, but what do I know? You did technically survive our last encounter, but only because I was too lazy to come chase you. Hell, we need nanoscale vest. No, what I came down here for, well, one, we should build another blue screen rounds. Two, the other thing we're going to build, nano med kits. Like 3 of them. That's my goal. On this mission, we know the chrysalids are going to abound. They're going to be super irritating. We're going to make sure that we don't have to worry about their irritating asses by making sure everybody has a med kit. We don't need the bonus damage or anything here. What we need is protection from chrysalid poison. That's what we're going to get. This time, I'm playing it smart. I'm coming prepared for the chrysalid menace. That's right, chrysalids. I ain't nobody's fool. You're not gonna push me around anymore. Now's my day to hit back. This is like Ali Frazier 2. Except I think Ali won that one as well. It's like the Ali Frazier 2 where Joe Frazier got his... I don't think Frazier ever won one of those. Or maybe he won the first one? It's a terrible metaphor, Pete. You should have kept your mouth shut. If you don't actually know who triumphed in Ali Frazier 2, why make a reference to Ali Frazier 2? I'm pretty sure it was Ali. Maybe Joe Frazier won the first one, and then Ali had to come back and stun the world by reclaiming a title that everyone expected him to maintain the whole time.
These coordinates from that codex thing they had down in the shadow chamber. We're guessing this may be its origin point, but
At this point, Bradford, we've kind of done extensive research on the codex. Why are you calling it a codex thing? That seems... I mean, you could read through the briefing. It's right there on the table. Just pick it up. That way you don't have to sound like an asshole. Pete, Bradford's probably too drunk to read. Ah, you know, you make a valid point there.
The target coordinates are just ahead. Move to investigate the site.
Yeah, so this actually is straight up the worst dark event we've ever seen then. Or not? So everybody is concealed except for... So the mission started, we got revealed, and then after that, our ghost thing kicked in and suddenly we're not revealed anymore? I don't really care. I mean, I don't know what the mechanics of it are, and that may just be the way that those effects are applied when the mission spawns in which it probably is, in fact, just the way that works. I don't really care. As long as we're concealed and we have not used any of our charges of conceal, I'm a happy camper.
Moving out.
This mission's going to be difficult enough with burrowing chrysalids. They're going to make a big enough problem on their own.
I can get there.
Speaking of which, having Miley Cyrus just dash off into the hoary nether, probably not the greatest idea of all time, now that I think about it.
I'll be there soon.
My goal is to maybe get sight on a pod of chrysalids or two before they actually get a chance to burrow.
I understand.
That was my theory behind the immediately branch out and go wide, go deep, go long.
No time to
The Hail Mary maneuver, as Pete likes to call it.
It's not too far.
That's pretty far, Kevin Smith. It's just you're really fast for whatever reason. Anything? Chrysalids? Alright, well, they're burrowed, and we have absolutely no way to stop it. We have no ablative team that we can send out to actually absorb that burrow either. Oh, good. Literally every single chrysalid on the map has burrowed. You know what you should have brought, Pete, was a battle scanner. You're not wrong. Should have considered a battle scanner. Well, here's Pete. There's no Archons in this mission. We're okay, right? And then, what is it? Oh, look, it's a triple pod of Archons. Because, of course it is. Everything is terrible. Alright, Muse, you're not going to be able to contribute anything. We need Rihanna up here. I'm thinking we just go for the double, like, wake and vape here. Roll out of bed in the morning, pack in a nice big fat bowl of Claymore, chuck it at these tools, blow them up, and then silent killer the shit out. This is just old-fashioned reapering right here.
It requires patience.
Good old-fashioned reaping. 2 down, that's aggregate 16 damage. Lady Gaga, go ahead and set that off. And we should now have a cavalcade of enemies ripe for the picking off. They're going to activate going nowhere. All of them still only have 4 health, so anybody who can get up here and have a shot should be able to score themselves a cheap and easy kill. Unfortunately, a lot of our team too far away. Muse, I don't suppose you can get close enough to get a shot, can you, buddy? Nope. Well, just take some cover then.
I must move quickly.
Kevin Smith, we're going to have you pick off the closest one. I should vastly prefer that one of these guys not come step on us. Kevin Smith with the wipe. Volk said hello. Kevin Smith picking up a free action point. Not that it matters at this... You know, at this point in the campaign, it really doesn't matter at all. What are you guys doing? They're hauling ass. They're motivated. Normally, if you're going to haul that much ass, you're going to make 2 trips, but... Nobody escapes from Miley Cyrus, by the way. Well, we have a good idea where the remaining revealed enemies are. These Archons were falling back towards support, so we know there's going to be another pod over in this vicinity somewhere. It's just a matter of catching and executing here. Not executing in like the NFL sense, be like, you know, when you got teams, everybody's firing together, you really gotta execute. Not that kind of executing. It's more the we're gonna throw people in a guillotine and cut their heads off kind of reign of terror sort of executing. Not really much of a reign of terror. Kevin Smith sniping a dude in the dome. That's for refusing to be in yoga hosers, Nikolai Coster-Waldau. Next time Kevin Smith asks you to be in a View Askew movie, you say yes.
I can cover it.
Seems like Nikolai Coster-Waldau would have been a better choice for Tusk than Justin Long. He might have actually had the dramatic chops to pull that off and make it not absurdly stupid. Pete Gary Oldman was in that movie. I know, I don't get it. What the hell was he doing? There's no way he could possibly have needed the money that bad. Did he do it on like a bet or a dare? That's the only rationale I can think of. Somebody bet him he wouldn't do it and he was really drunk and just said, yeah, you don't think I will?
book says I am to obey.
Once we get it down to just chrysalids, I would almost be tempted to have everybody reveal themselves. Send one person out under the cover of like a scad of Overwatch to try and keep the chrysalids from getting cheap hits on us. But we know there's a gatekeeper somewhere. We don't want to pull the reveal and peel tactics until we're sure the gatekeepers have all been handled. And I mean, there's only going to be one, so if we can find it and eliminate it,
Cover me, I'm reloading.
I think we'll be in good stead. Overwatch.
I see everything.
This is going to be one of our toughest missions of the campaign. We know this. Burrowing chrysalids are bane. Well, gee, Pete, they'd be a lot less of a problem if you would, you know, just take a battle scanner. Yeah, you guys are going to keep bringing up the battle scanner thing, huh? I mean, I thought we were past that. I thought we were all going to be adults about this, but that's how you're going to be. All right.
As you order.
So you'll notice the team is staying very tight. We're taking one move to try and negate the chrysalid burrow menace.
As you order, Commander.
And then the rest of the team is just piling up in. The chrysalids aren't going to patrol or anything, so we don't have to worry about them bumping into us.
I am on watch. My watch begins. No one will cross.
I am on watch.
Alien forces are on the move.
Okay. So that guy unburrowed? I mean, that's nifty, but I don't want to go mess with him.
I go where you tell me.
We know there are enemies up here and that they are moving because we got the audio clue. And we know this area is safe.
It's not too
So
far.
everybody come pile in.
I will go.
I go where I am needed.
While we're using concealment tactics, there's no way we could set up Overwatch to try and protect ourselves. Ordinarily, what I'd do is have have the whole team go on Overwatch, have one person move, and then have everybody else try and cover them, and you could creep forward under the cover of your own Overwatch. But while we're concealed, we won't take Overwatch shots. Did they approach a little closer? Maybe close enough to see him? So, I mean, there's a chrysalid over there, but if we run out there, he's going to bust us. Maybe at this point, that's just a smart thing to do. Somebody's got to take the hit. Okay, who has the most health on the team? Probably Kevin Smith or Jason Mewes. I mean, Jason Mewes, he's got a lot of health, and we know Mewes can take a beating. All right, Mewes, this one's you.
I am at your service.
Somebody's got to take one for the team. Apparently that someone is not going to be you, though, because you're just, like, refusing to cooperate.
My life is in your hands. I am trusting you.
You probably shouldn't, because I don't know if our plan here is going to work at all.
I am trusting you.
We're real slowly creeping up.
Creepers are always advised.
Where's the gate?
Watch closely.
Our enemy is on the move.
You keep saying they're on the move, but I kind of feel like maybe they're not on the move, actually. Our enemy's on the move. Really? Where? So there's a revealed pod of chrysalids. There they are. Good. That's actually useful for us. What are we going to do? We're going to come around a little flank maneuver here and see if we can set up a nice ambush on these dudes. Worst case scenario here would be for one of the burrowers to come up at us. Looks like a gatekeeper. I mean, we were definitely expecting to find that for two reasons. One, I mean, we played this mission enough times at this point that it's really old hat. Why am I revealed? Ah, well, that's absolute worst case scenario then. He's taking his time, though. Alright. We're hit, we're poisoned, everything is active. This is exactly what we were worried about. On the plus side, the chrysalids are really going to pile up and make things easy for us. And Miley should still have a subsequent move. Never mind, she's going to get a hit 8,000 times by every chrysalid in the universe. Well, that's the last one that can take a swing at her. Yeah, this actually really sucks a lot, though. There are way too many chrysalids here. So how do we get out of this one? That's a good question, Pete. That's a good question. So Keanu, I think... Well, we're going to need Keanu in the neighborhood. Actually, you know what? There's a better plan here. If we could get line of sight on a bunch of these dudes, we could just go full banish annihilate. Like, we could start swinging for the fences. There's one chrysalid down here that, like, nobody's going to be able to see. Because I don't think anybody's going to be able to get close enough. I think, yeah, you know what? I think it's time we just go full fruity ape shit and start getting jiggy with it.
I am on the move.
It's shadow game time is over. It's full up annihilate banish time.
Leave our world.
These shots cannot miss. We're gonna be badly exposed for this gatekeeper. Badly exposed. Unless we can get somebody to kill it.
We are compromised.
Miley, you're our execution shooter. I need you to have a shot at the gatekeeper.
I am on the move.
Take him down, Miley. He still has all of his armor, though. This is going to do such terrible damage if we don't get the execute. And also, our chance to hit is straight up terrible. 54%. That is very bad. We really need to do better. Muse, if we bring you around here, what can you do? Can't even see him. Well, can you hit that last chrysalid? I mean, there's still one up top that we also have to deal with. You can't hit the chrysalid and the gatekeeper? You gotta be kidding me, though. Bro. We may have you just give Kevin Smith a bonus action, then. Kevin? We're gonna bring you up here. Alright, so you've got what percent chance to hit? 81% on the chrysalid. 100% if we don't use Deadeye. 89. Well, there's no time for fooling around then. It's, we're gonna go... Okay, first off, throw a claymore. Can you get one where it hits both of these things? You can. Alright, so you do that.
I'll leave this here.
We're probably going to have Jason Muse just... You know what, Miley Cyrus? I think we'll have you detonate to Claymore, actually. But you're... No, Miley's our executioner. Muse, you could give your bonus action to Smith. It's Wolvie Berserk style, Kevin. You got to do it. And then Kevin Smith goes for the banish. We got to get rid of this chrysalid up here. It's got to go. Miley's hurt. We're going to have to get that chrysalid poison off of her. Keanu Reeves is the only person that can do it. And we got one more shot that should go into the gatekeeper. You did not. He did. It did go into the gatekeeper. It did 1 damage. Wow. Rihanna, can you see the gatekeeper? You can.
Moving out.
Miley.
You will never hide from me.
Your execution is going to do... Unless you execute him, it's going to do such miserable damage. Rihanna? You know what? Rihanna, you shoot first. You have Banish, and you're going to penetrate that armor and shred him, so all of your hits are going to get us more damage. Assuming you can get any hits, I realize it's a relatively challenging shot. I mean, that really couldn't have gone better if we had tried. Is there any way Miley Cyrus can get an action or give an action that allows us to kill this last chrysalid? The answer is no. There's nothing she can do that's going to get us a kill on it. Just be on Overwatch then. Why are you immune to chrysalid poison? Oh, just what we needed. Perfect, because this mission isn't already asinine enough with invisible chrysalids everywhere. This is a perfect time for the Warlock to have shown up. You know, XCOM, you can eat my butt. Just get up in there and gnaw it real nice and hearty. Just give me a good, solid gnawing. Plus, we've already used most of our abilities we would want to use to kill the Warlock, and that all of our execution soldiers have taken their executes.
We should try to track that thing down and deal
Burrowing
with it before it
chrysalid.
causes too much trouble.
Another burrowing chrysalid. He's coming. Somebody's getting stabbed then. It actually fell short. Rihanna. Yes, suck it, chrysalid.
They
So the strange thing here is that I don't know why Lady Gaga was... She's immune to the chrysalid poison because she has a med kit. I forgot the med kit actually provided that intrinsic bonus. Okay, we've got plays then. We've got plays. Rihanna didn't even use her full clip of ammo because she executed her foe. So Rihanna, I think we have you kill this chrysalid? No. That's not what I meant to do, but it's fine. We got 6 damage in a shred. We're gonna have more than enough people that can pick that man off. Kevin Smith, reload. I don't really want to have Kevin Smith cloak up yet. We may have Kevin Smith just go on Overwatch. Keanu's going to have to reload as well. He does not have a shot. We might also have to have Keanu go on Overwatch, but we got 2 guys down here. Okay, Miley can kill 1 and remain concealed, so let's do that. Crack that man open like a piñata. Split him up like a Halloween pumpkin that your neighbor left out on her porch way too long, and it's definitely gone bad after that fucking jerk-ass neighbor kid put his foot through it. They spent a lot of work, a lot of time, a lot of work, a lot of effort carving that pumpkin, and jackass just come over and kick it in. 1 day before Halloween, too, I'd like to point out. Warlock, I don't know what you're on about, bro, but you're about to get, like, thoroughly shit on.
As you order, Commander. I see everything.
Okay, Smith, I'm gonna have you cloak up then. We don't need the Overwatch. Cloak up and get over here by your bro.
I am at your service.
Keanu, also cloak up. Keanu did go full John Wick on those chrysalids, by the way. It feels good.
Folks says I am
Stepped into the room, and then it was just headshot, headshot, headshot. As he is wont to do. Lady Gaga still poisoned by the chrysalid, but fully immune. That's very interesting. It just keeps ticking even though she's immune to it. Here comes the Warlock, who is about to be very dead.
You would presume to seize the Elder's sacred artifacts for your own misguided...
Yes, I absolutely would. The puckered purple bunghole will be mine, Warlock, and you cannot stop me.
Understanding their vision. And now you will die for your childish curiosity.
No, I mean, that's pretty fucking unlikely, dog. Alright, the General is summoned. That's a lot of dudes.
There is nowhere to hide.
3 Advent Troopers to help him out. Warlock's taking his reaction move. He has chosen a very poor place. So who still has a banish left? You do. What's the Warlock's traits here? I'm trying to remember. I believe he is also, like, weak to Reapers, right? He's got defense. He's got high cover. Blast shield, he's immune to explosions. He returns fire on missed shots, but, I mean, we're not going to miss, though. We don't miss. Let's get over here.
Folks says I am to obey.
I think we take him down. 3 shots may not get him. Kevin Smith, you don't have a banish. Who has a banish left, I guess, is actually the most important question. Miley, I think you still have yours. Miley does still have her banish up, but she can't get a flanker. She's not quick enough. Well, okay, there is one way we can get a flanker here, and our bro, Kevin Smith, can be the man who does it. So, Smith, we're going to have you throw this Claymore mine out here.
Soon our prey will...
We're going to get some free damage. And this should blow up whatever that giant purple plant is. You can't see it. Of course not. Why would you ever be able to see it? Keanu Reeves can see it. Okay, Keanu, who's your bonus action? Your bonus action goes to Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga is not cloaked up, but she is now.
Darkness is my domain.
Darkness is Lady Gaga's domain. You may not have known Lady Gaga is a D&D cleric. She has the darkness domain. I wouldn't have expected her to be a darkness cleric either. I figured she'd be like something to do with, I don't know, probably like art or creativity. But no, it turns out darkness is one of her domains. Lady Gaga's got a, you know, she's got a dark side. She's got a deep side. There's what we're looking for. Now, our girl, Miley Cyrus, can come over here and try and farm the execute. Now, this is going to leave Miley revealed. We are aware. Alternatively, we could use that to give Rihanna a bonus action. And Jason Mewes has Annihilate. You know what, Muse? I'm gonna have you start on these guys. That guy's a 73% chance to hit them. Kill this man, and then put your remaining shots into, like, whatever seems convenient. Alright, double racked into the Warlock. Rihanna is not concealed. Do we care that Rihanna is not concealed? Kinda we don't, actually. We could have Rihanna give a bonus action to Miley Cyrus, or we could have Miley give a bonus action to Rihanna. I kind of feel like we have Miley come over here and just, you know what? It's time for Miley to sweep the floor, Miley. Sweep it. Give me the banish. Drop it on the Warlock's ass. These shots can't miss. We got 5 rounds rapid, baby. Here it comes. 9 damage. We opened some extra damage with the blood trail as well. Yeah, well, we got more in the tank here, champ. We're going to keep him coming. We're a big boy. There you go. Chosen is dead. And I think Miley may have sent a follow-up shot into one of the... She may have put a follow-up shot into one of these Advent dudes. I think at this point, Warlock, like, you're as shamed as it can possibly be, though. Like, you can't... Your shame can't grow any deeper.
We've proven the Chosen can be hurt. Now we just have to work on putting them down for good.
Or we can just have Rihanna kill all of them. Rihanna, by the way. Not that guy, because he's just standing in the open. Go ahead and finish this dude off. Splat. Generated a little loot for us as well. It looks like a scope. Would have been very nice if that had not been a scope, but had instead been a repeater, like a superior one, preferably. Kevin Smith drives another nail in a coffin. He's going to remain revealed. And I think all that's left are chrysalids, then? There's still something left on the map.
As you order, Commander.
Snatch this loot. Laser sight, advanced focus, advent. None of that is useful at all. Overwatch for Keanu. Lady Gaga, still poisoned, still immune to said poison. We need to have Lady Gaga patch herself up.
The fire is growing!
Actually, it kind of went down a little bit, Keanu. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Lady Gaga, first action. Medkit, heal yourself.
We have little time for this.
You're fine. Just throw on some spackle. That gives Lady Gaga all of her HP back, and Lady Gaga has the med kit, so she is, as we now recalled and should have remembered earlier, immune to chrysalid poison. So everybody's going to reload, with the exception of Keanu Reeves, who's going to move.
My life is in your hands.
And then we're going to send Lady Gaga out on a patrol. She's already taken damage, so I hate to break it to you, Lady Gaga, but we still got some hidden chrysalids. We need bait. You're it. I mean, you've already done the heavy lifting on the mission. The hard part's over.
I'll watch closely.
Where's that last chrysalid? Alright, well, Lady Gaga, go find him.
I go where you tell me.
You've already taken damage once. Didn't find him. So you can reload. Rest of the team, come stand behind Lady Gaga. This is what we're gonna do. Just everybody's gonna be cloaked up and following Lady Gaga. Actually, Jason Mewes is not cloaked up.
I will go.
Who isn't cloaked up? If you're not cloaked up, get cloaked up.
Stalk my prey. I go where I am needed.
Mewes, cloak up.
I am the unseen. Watching comes naturally.
You know, you say you are the unseen, and that's actually sort of true these days, Mewes, because Smith hasn't put you in a movie in a while, and it's not like you're getting other work.
I've spotted their position.
So there's our last chrysalid. Lady Gaga, go handle it. Look at Lady Gaga over here, by the way, willing to take the heat to do what's best for her team. This is a team player right here. It said they were on top of this cliff, but all we have to really do is just get close enough to make them come swinging.
Says I am to obey.
If it's a burrowed chrysalid, when you get close enough, it'll come running.
I am trusting you.
Rest of the team, come watch her back.
As ordered.
It's easiest to watch her back and keep her back in sight if you're standing right behind her.
I see everything.
themselves known.
Well, you say that, but you still don't know where they are, do you? Digging around under the ground there. I hate burrows so much. All right, Lady Gaga, get up here.
My life is in your hands.
They're around. Go get them to come on. Goat them out, man. You got to go into rope-a-dope here. The rope-a-dope maneuver is not working. Where the hell is this last guy?
Moving out.
It's not a chosen, because we already handled that. A lot of the times when we're running around over the whole map trying to find one unit that's remaining, it's just a chosen we haven't spawned because we've been concealed the entire mission. This is not the case here, though, because the chosen showed up. We already took him down.
Watch closely. Definitely something coming.
You've been saying that for a while, Lady Gaga, and at this point I'm starting to think you're full of shit. Here I was a moment ago just praising you for being a team player, and look what you're doing now. I don't know why Rihanna is taking Overwatch at this guy. She hit him, though. Why are you taking Overwatch, Rihanna?
No place for you to go now.
Was Rihanna not concealed? She is not concealed. Well, since you're not concealed, we'll come over here, we'll conceal you,
Time to focus.
and then you can eliminate this guy and remain concealed due to your silent killer perk. Unless you miss a 99% shot, which you did not. I'm not going to rule it out. It wouldn't be the first 99% shot we've missed. Probably won't be the last either. Remainder of the team is just going to overwatch until we get eyes on that last chrysalid. We don't even have an audio clue now, though. Let's assume he's still over this way.
Moving out.
He's actually not even concealed, so just shoot him then. This will reveal us.
That damn armor.
Or not. I mean, we got a little lucky there. How come... Oh, okay. I was going to say, why is he not still visible?
I go where you tell me.
Muse? Silent killer? So, okay. So we get 8 to... I'm just curious and testing a theory here. We get 8 to 9 damage on this shot. If we go for the Deadeye, 12 to 13. So Deadeye is actually a pretty significant boost in damage. It's exactly a 50% boost, but you take a monstrously huge hit penalty. It's 25%. If you're a sharpshooter shooting from an elevated position, though, that's not necessarily a crippling penalty. There is still another fucking chrysalid on the map.
I am trusting you.
How many of these bastards are left? Just come out already.
I am on the move.
Ollie Ollie Oxenfree. Pete, you played that game Oxenfree, and as I recall, you were not a fan. You're right, I did play it, and you're definitely right, I was not a fan. It was not particularly well written. I did spend most of the game trying to get a chick to bone her stepbrother, though, so it did have that going for him. The only real problem is that ultimately my my efforts were in vain because they did not get down and do the horizontal mambo. Jason Muse, Deadeye this bastard. Let's see if we can one-shot kill him. It is worth a shot. You didn't get him, though. Or did you?
Status confirmed.
Oh, you got him.
All hostile contacts in the AO have been eliminated. The gateway is secure. Status confirmed.
So I wonder if Deadeye has a cooldown.
Secure the psionic gateway, and recovery teams are en route to the...
Hey, don't forget about the old Soul Butcher over here. We also gutted him like a fish. He lived up to his name, and that we killed him so hard, I'm pretty sure we butchered his soul. It's an ironic nickname. They don't call him the Soul Butcher because he's, like, evil or aggressive or threatening at all. They call him the Soul Butcher because he's the world's biggest victim.
Citizens should not be alarmed. All weapon fire and wounds were simulated to...
What are you talking about, though, propaganda lady? Nobody saw this. It took place in the field in the middle of nowhere. Operation God Shadow was not something the public was privy to. Operation God Shadow, only God saw it, and he's used to it, it's his shadow.
Maybe the elders hoped that the Chosen's constant jabbering would drive us to surrender without a fight.
Yeah, they were sorely mistaken, though, because what their constant jabber actually did is piss us off enough that we want to hunt them down, even though we don't necessarily need to hunt them down. Just all it's done is make us enjoy killing them. Lady Gaga gonna take 3 days of wounds for her actions in Glorious Battle. All things considered, we got off pretty light. She would have been tired for more than 3 days with this much willpower damage. So we're good. Cyanide gate recovered.
Resembles a portal or gateway of some kind.
Yeah, let's, you know, Dr. Tigan, you can tell me how it resembles a portal or a gateway, but we all know what you're talking about. The portal it definitely resembles is the portal that's located at the bottom end of your alimentary canal, also known as the anus, also known as the puckered purple bunghole. That's what it resembles. You don't have to engage in euphemisms to conceal it. I mean, we're all adults here. We've seen a butthole before. I'm assuming. I mean, you have one. Granted, it's in not necessarily an easily observed place, but you've probably seen one at some point.
New objective added.
Examine the cyanide gate. Yep, okay. I mean, we'll do that after we finish researching the storm gun, because that's the thing we need to do. This is going to be Tommy Chong and Paris Hilton again. These guys are constantly talking to each other all over the ship. I'm telling you, this May-December romance, I keep saying no to it, but honestly, I'm beginning to wonder if I'm not making a mistake. They seem really, really devoted to each other. Maybe denying their love is the wrong move. I'll mull that over between episodes. Maybe I should just let true love be true love and not put any of my preconceived notions about what's appropriate for people of drastically differing ages.
I'm gonna have to go ahead and disagree with the decision to recover it from the field.
Well, agree to disagree then, Volk, but I'm in charge here, and you can shut up and go back to your desk and do what you're told. Do you have a desk, Volk? You don't really seem like the kind of guy who works a desk job to me. You don't seem like a desk sort. I have a desk. I'm a desk job sort. That's why I told you to go get the gateway. This is probably why we're going to have to agree to disagree. We're two very different personalities. But I feel like so far I'm doing a pretty good job. If you want to see more of that good job continue, might consider dropping a like down in the comment section. Support really does mean a lot. If you'd like to definitively see more, you can also subscribe. That way you get notifications when new videos go live, which happens every single day. Right now, though, thanks very much for watching. I'll see you again soon.